it may default to your laptop camera or something else, but you will have the option of selecting Sparko Cam, which is nothing but the DSLR Canon 200D. So welcome back guys, my name is Amlan, and in today's Make Knowledge Free campaign, we go about looking at how you can use your DSLR camera as a webcam. Now what is the need, you may ask? Well, a typical webcam doesn't have great resolution, and for you to get something like this is a blurred background. You can see I have kind of blown out the lights at the back. So for you to get this kind of effect, like that would be almost next to impossible in a webcam. So how do we achieve something like this, and how do we make our DSLR a webcam? Well, we have some software solutions. The solutions may differ if it's a Mac or if it's Windows. We look at solutions for Windows today, and it's a software solution which is called as Sparkol. And if you use a Mac, well, you will need a different software, but the steps would remain absolutely the same. So let's quickly look at how this is done. So this is the setup that we have for today. We have the Canon 200D, the DSLR that we want to use as a webcam. And for that, basically we have installed the Sparko solution so that whatever we see on the DSLR out, we can see that on a webcam as well. Now, if you see this big monitor here, don't worry, it's simply a small monitor that we have so that we could see what is on the lens. We could have that outputted on this monitor, and it's done through a HDMI cable. Now coming back, like we want to use this DSLR as a webcam, right? So basically whatever I see on the DSLR right now, you can see that it's coming on Sparko solution. And this is how you would start reflecting on any of the conferencing solutions. Instead of your normal webcam, you will also see this Sparko Cam as a solution. And no matter which solution you use, this is how all softwares work. If it is XYZ solution, you will see XYZ camera reflecting as a camera option, and you can use that. If you see, we also have a microphone here. Why do we have a different audio source? Because all of these solutions will only provide you with the video source. They don't give you a separate audio source. So you need to have a separate audio source so that you have one for the video and one for your sound, and that's your audio source as well. Now, how is this thing established? Now, it's pretty simple. In case you have been using DSLR and have been transferring images onto computer or laptop, you know that you need a data cable. So one end of the data cable goes on to the DSLR, and the other end goes on to the laptop or the computer on which you want to transfer images. You simply do this and then open up Sparko, and you will see that the images captured through the DSLR also appear here. And not only that, the camera is also recognized. You can see that Canon EOS 200D has been recognized. Earlier, like they had some issues with different versions of Nikon and Canon, but now they have sorted out, and I believe the updated drivers mostly resolves all issues with any of the newer cameras. Now let's look at how this would work in something like, Zoom or WebEx. So I open up a new meeting, and here like you can see like we have the DSLR out. But for you, maybe it's not directly defaulted to the DSLR out. So what you need to do is you need to go to the video settings. From the video settings, you will see that it may default to your laptop camera or something else, but you will have the option of selecting Sparko Cam, which is nothing but the DSLR Canon 200D now reflecting as a web camera. As soon as you select this, what you have effectively done, you have now converted your DSLR into a web camera, and that's what you are seeing here. Now I also want to join audio. The DSLR does not provide me with the sound, and therefore like this Rhodes that I have, I will be selecting that. So I will be going here, I will be going to audio settings, and from my audio settings here, I will be selecting Rhodes NT-Mini. So you can select something which you have. Once you have selected that, close this box, click on join audio. Now what you are effectively doing when you click on join with computer audio is that not only you are having audio from a separate source, that is this Rhodes NT-Mini, but you are also having like the images here from the Canon DSLR. Two things that you should notice, that there is quite some lag, that is the video and the audio files don't match, and whatever you do may reflect after some time. With my experience, what I have seen is that most of these solutions provide some lag. A lagless solution would be more easily establishable if you use a HDMI cable and something called as a Elango or some other hardware device. Those things with a HDMI would give you a little less lag perhaps. But all in all, this is how it is to make your DSLR a webcam, and I hope that today's tutorial makes you understand how simple this is. If you try doing this and if you are successful, can you let us know in the comment section? If you face any difficulty, please also let us know so that we can help you with providing solutions or make a tutorial for your cause. I hope that today's tutorial will help you know how easy it is to make use of DSLR as webcam so that you can get some awesome images, awesome resolutions. Hopefully, I will see you in the next one.